Blackpink went solo and she released her own song, and she's my stan, so I just really want to watch this with you guys for the first time. If you are watching this video is about what good news or what lucky thing is about to happen to you for the month of March. I have been really liking the pick a card readings, and I'm really happy because I feel like you guys have been too, so I'm gonna keep doing them. And if you guys, you know, have a suggestion for which spread to do next or what to kind of make one about, leave your suggestions and comments down below, because I really love when you guys like tell me what you want to see. I do want to start making vlogs again soon, but I also want again to make content that you guys want to see from me and not content that I want to make content that I like, but I also want to make content that you guys want. So definitely tell me if something that, you know, you would be interested in is seeing like a day in the life of an astrologer video, or like, you know, my daily life as a full-time astrologer, because I feel like that's pretty cool or interesting and hasn't really been done much on YouTube. So for the pick a card reading, there's going to be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3, and you're going to need to pick the pile that resonates with you. You can look at the pretty crystals on top of each deck and go from there, or if you want to pick a pile that resonates with you based on just what feels like more drawn to you, definitely do that too. If you want to close your eyes and, like, you know, for a few seconds, and the first pile that your eyes land on is the one for you. I personally like doing that for myself because I feel like I can never make a decision what kind of good news or what kind of luck or good fortune is coming to you. So yeah. Okay, so first things first, pile 1. You are going to have a lot of adventure come to you this month. I have 3 of Wands, so there is a journey that you're about to embark on, and it's going to be really opportunistic for you. I do think it's going to be kind of emphasizing more of an independent journey because I have Queen of Pentacles and the Lovers reversed. So the focus is really going to go kind of off of your need to, you know, find fulfillment through other people, or your need to find like happiness or joy through what others can do for you. And I think it's more of like finding contentment within yourself and like finding peace of mind within, you know, your own well-being versus, again, like what other people want for you. I think it's more about you finding your own path. I also have Justice and Queen of Wands, so I really feel like you're coming into this element of being more assertive, of asking for what you want. I think you're aware that like for a while you've been kind of just like trying to not like kind of just appeasing people. I would say I definitely feel like this is a time where you are more aware of the fact that like you're not always living for you. You're always like kind of trying to do for others, and I think in this kind of spiritual journey you're going to really be getting new opportunities. I think you're going to be focusing on what makes you happy, and I feel like you're going to be receiving that. I also have Abundance card that is coming up twice, so this is really going to be emphasizing you kind of having, whether this is money flow or whether this is, I feel like it is kind of money flow because it's like you traveling, like maybe you like shopping or you being more kind of adventurous. So I definitely feel like this is really a month where you are kind of spending your money. I do feel like there's kind of conflict or pushback. I have 2 of Swords and I have Queen of Swords reversed, so I feel like people are kind of envious of this. They notice that you're kind of in this very like empowering glow up like phase in your life. Angelite, I have supporters all around you, but I feel like your real friends are going to also shine through. So even though it's kind of going to be a little bit awkward or a little bit uncomfortable at times because it's like you're thriving, you're happy, you have this money and empowerment, but some people don't like that. I feel like you're going to find out who actually is worth your time, who's worth your energy, who is just like worth you. And I think that's going to be the most important part of this. But I have go deeper, so I really do feel like you're gonna get some kind of career opportunity or money opportunity. Whether this is you just like unexpectedly trying Bitcoin out for fun and then it takes off, or like you starting your own Etsy or something. I really see that you are kind of having a month of declaring what you want and what you're no longer going to settle for. That Justice card is really coming through. So like whatever wrong that has happened in recent like times, whether you like lost your phone or whether you lost I guess like if say you lost your phone, I definitely feel like this is going to be a time where you find out who took it or you get your phone back. It's going to be like a really like serendipity kind of like you don't expect it, but it just like good luck just like happens to you, because it's definitely with the Justice card like you're going to get that kind of clarification that you've been needing, and I think it's really going to be like, whoa, I did not expect this. So that is what I see for you. Overall, if you liked this very brief, you know how my tarot card readings are, they're always very brief and to the point. I'm a fire sign, so I'm just a little bit quick with it. I don't know how to like not be, but if you liked this, please give it a thumbs up. If you want more videos like this, please make sure you comment below and tell me, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Hi guys, so this is for pile 2. For pile 2, I have the Emperor reversed. I really feel like you're finding out people's true colors, and I think that's going to be a lot of clarification that you're going to be receiving this month. I also have Ace of Wands, so I really feel like you're going to be kind of at this point in your life where you're ready to start asserting yourself, start kind of asking when you need more from something, when you're like adjusting or reassessing if you're settling for something or if you're actually happy. I do think these are kind of huge focal points that you will take away. I also have the Fool reversed. So even though this kind of seems like a bit grim, I do feel like you're going to be coming into a lot more clarity about a situation. You're going to have some fast investments and things that are really going to be taking off for you. So like the good fortune that I really see for you is like quick clarification and then quick progress. So like you're really like whatever you start putting your energy into this month, you're really seeing it pay off. I also have 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Pentacles reversed, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups. So this month you're really getting rid of a lot of things that have been blocking you for some time now. I feel like this month is really about you kind of pushing a lot of things out of your life that's really needed to get out, and I feel like this is going to be a month where you can like bring in some like positivity and like change. I do think this is also kind of like spring cleaning for your soul. It's going to be like it's going to be like a subtle like kind of sense of positivity and luck and good fortune, because I think it's something that's been gradually happening over time. I do think though like you're going to notice like a sense of clarity or inner peace, and that's going to be the good luck that comes to you. I also have Heal Your Heart. So this is going to be a healing period, but I do think it's more of like you coming out of the woodwork after a very long time of healing, and you're finally like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. That's what I see as like the good fortune or good luck coming your way. And then I also have It's Time to Transform, Malachite. So this is really telling me like this is really your time to start taking charge of your life. You know people's true colors and intentions now. It's been made clear to you, and it's really about how you can push that out of the way and start focusing on like who's worth your time, who's worth your investment, and what's worth your energy. Like where do you find your energy just being drained and depleted, and where do you feel like it's being recharged and appreciated? I feel like by being able to evaluate that and assess that, you're going to have a lot of breakthroughs. But I also feel like this is a month where you're going to find out who is there for you and who just not is worth your time and energy. I think it's almost like in a lot of ways, even though it's kind of like people showing their true colors, I feel like it's like what needs to happen for you to kind of have this breakthrough moment to be like the light bulb turning on. And then, yeah, so a bigger emphasis on the Emperor reverse too. I think something that's going to be really important for you to keep in mind is that you might have to defy something with someone. You might have to go against the grain of what someone wants you to do. And I think the way that they respond to that is very important and intuitive to like the intentions they have. So I definitely feel like this month is really about the illumination of who is and isn't worth your time and what you need to do differently to kind of start asking for better in your life. Again, though, I do feel like your personal goals, like whether that's like, you know, maybe you want to dye your hair, maybe I see like you having some kind of physical change, whether that's like maybe you're like trying to reach a certain like image or you're trying to change something about yourself. I see that happening for you in a way that you're very proud of. So I feel like if you've been working towards a specific kind of idea or image that you want to start looking like or start, you know, representing to people, or even if it's just like your energy level, like I definitely feel like that's something that's going to start happening for you. And I feel like people are really going to start noticing that you radiate this like really strong and like comfortable image. But again, it's important to really assess like who is and isn't worth that investment and that time, because people might notice that you have a lot to give and offer, but that doesn't mean that they are the ones that are worth you giving to. So I would just say really to assess and like evaluate if that's where your energy should go, or yeah, what you should be doing. And yeah, so that was my very brief video. You know me, I'm a fire sign. I am very quick with it. And thank you so much for watching pile 2. I really hope this was helpful. Please give it a thumbs up and comment below. Tell me if you like this, if you want more videos like this, and I will see you in my next video. Hi guys, so for pile 3, so right off the bat for pile 3, if you've been manifesting recently and you've been wondering like the progress of that, and also you are the only reading that I'm talking about manifestation for, so this really is meant for you if you have been manifesting and you're like, I'm sure she said that in other readings. Nope, this is literally the first time I'm mentioning that in this video. I definitely feel like what you've been working on is paying off. You're going to see immediate results, if not alarmingly fast results. You've been really focusing on these prayers and on these like, you know, meditations and essentially like manifestation visual boards. It's paying off. It's going to happen for you this month. I think it's going to be a little alarming for you because I feel like you've been kind of in a bubble of trying to maybe protect yourself from getting your hopes up, but definitely get your hopes up because it's definitely paying off for you. I also have the Judgment card. So this is a really good card for critical assessment. You might be getting the things that you've been manifesting for, but it's also kind of asking you if it's what is making you happy, if it's going to bring you fulfillment, what it's going to actually add to your life, or if it's maybe not exactly what you thought or hoped it would be. I think these are really good questions to identify with, because sometimes we manifest things or we pray for things that aren't always like what we need. So I think it's really important to kind of listen to your intuition and ask yourself if there's a different approach that you need to adopt, or if there's a different philosophy that you need to adopt. Now, I also have 10 of Wands and 3 of Pentacles reversed. So I definitely feel like this is a very interesting month in terms of like how you learn or assess what other people want or need from you. I definitely feel like this is a time where you're really paying attention to how much people take from you or how much people ask of you, and I feel like you're kind of more aware now. You've been kind of afloat for a while and just letting it kind of happen and going with the flow, but I think you're kind of at your limit, and this month you're really going to put your foot down. I do have the High Priestess and 6 of Swords reversed. I do feel like, you know, for a while you were putting a lot of your identity and purpose into how others perceived you. I think a lot of people's expectations placed on you really defined how you saw yourself, and I think when we mute our own voice and prioritize the input of everyone else around us, we lose ourselves in the process. And I feel like this month you're really going to start finding your footing again in terms of like getting back on track, doing things for yourself, and just putting yourself first, like prioritizing yourself. Now, I also have the Hierophant. So this is a pretty powerful and intense card because it's definitely, oops, is it focus? It's definitely going to be emphasizing like you are painfully aware of some things right now, and I feel like even though it might seem or feel a bit intense or draining, it's going to feel so illuminating, like the clarity that you're going to get from knowing people's intentions, knowing what you're wasting your time on, knowing how to maybe adjust your prayers and manifestations to go about things a little bit differently. I think it's kind of like you're going to receive what you were hoping for this month, and it's going to surprise you, but I think you might realize you want something else, and that's completely okay, because I feel like you're kind of coming out of this month with a lot of illumination, a lot of clarity about who people are, what people want from you, and essentially if they've been worth your time or not. Now I do have the Moon reversed. So this really talks about illusion, and it really talks about, where have there been illusions in your life? Where have there been situations where people were not necessarily one way, but talk to you as if they were? I feel like you're going to really be perceptive during this time and identify kind of who people are and who people aren't, and maybe what they want you to think. I also have the Sun, positivity and abundance. So this is a really important time to listen to your intuition, because you are vibrant right now. Your energy is pure. And I think that when you have this good aura, this good energy about you, people really want to latch on to that. But again, you need to protect your energy. And at this point, like, this isn't really something that I feel like I need to protect you with. Like, I don't need to be like, you need to look out for everyone around you, because I feel like you're reaching a point where you kind of know, like, that certain people are just no longer the same energy level with you. They're not matching you anymore. They're draining you. I think you're aware of, like, you're taking steps away from something, but it's going to bring a lot of power to you, and a lot of, like, you finding your own voice again. As cheesy as it sounds, it's kind of like the Little Mermaid. Like, you lost your voice momentarily over something you thought you wanted, but you get it back. Now, I also have the Tower card. So this month is really about setting the ball in motion. It's really about letting things come to you. And I think the Star reverse is really going to illuminate that, because not only are you kind of aware of, this isn't working for me anymore, I need to start readjusting things, wow, my manifestations are taking off. It's almost like this month you come to someone with really good news that's happened to you, and they don't react in a positive way. And that's going to be very illuminating for you, and I think it's going to create a lot of, like, crazy, intense dynamics, both with you and that person, but also with your emotional state. And I think instead of maybe repressing those emotions, you need to really set the ball in motion and start asking questions. You need to start, like, addressing the elephant in the room, letting your feelings out. And a lot of the things that we manifest, or the things that we want to see for ourselves, start with how we can approach those things, and also address certain things that we no longer want to carry into our future. Now, lastly, I have Shanghai Detox Your Life. So literally everything I just talked about. And then I also have La Paz Lazuli, make a decision, because I do see that you're kind of, even though a lot of these really powerful and positive changes are happening for you, and I do think that you're starting to realize, like, how strong your mind is. I think you're starting to realize, like, how powerful your mind and your motives can be when you set your heart to something that you want. But I think that it's almost, like, alarming to you, and I feel like you have to pick between, what's making you happy and what's holding you back. And I think even though it's a little bit intense, I think it's going to bring a lot of clarity and a lot of peace. And yeah, that's the luck that I see for you this month, even though I guess arguably it sounded a little bit tense. I do feel like for the most part it's you getting a lot of power and clarity out of the situation. And if you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you don't, still give me a thumbs up. And comment below and tell me what kind of videos you want to see next, what kind of tarot spreads you'd like me to do for you. And I will see you in my next video.